Is it? Okay. I'm here, you guys. Just hang on. I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. Okay. Here I am. 17 seconds in, and I'm just now getting myself together. Alright, this is not right either. Better. Okay. Shalom, shalom. Sister Kate here. Doing another drive. Excuse me. And you guys are going to be a way for me to spend this time and not get sleepy. Shalom, Sister Kate, the Google's bride. Shalom, Sister Mary. I probably won't be able to read all your comments because it's going to be kind of hard. There's that cute dog again. Yeah, they're in the back seat. Both of them. He's just chilling. Yeah, I'll try to read your comments, but it's gonna be hard. So I thought I would just do a topic that I could talk about, and hopefully I can answer some questions. Man, I really wish this was more like Skype so I could hear you all. But yeah, Sukkot is coming. Excited to learn more about Sukkot. Okay, so Sukkot is a feast of the Most High, and it is addressed in Leviticus, which I'm pretty sure Leviticus means like laws or instructions. And the chapter that you go to is Leviticus 23. Don't worry about reading the comments, just be safe. Okay. And you guys can talk to each other. You can use this opportunity to say hi to all the people you recognize too. And Sukkot, and I'm just echoing what is in the Word and also what I've heard my husband teach about and other pastors talk about Sukkot. It's one of the 7 feasts that the Lord requires His people to keep. And to keep means that you do it. And keep also means guard it. So if you're guarding Torah, that means you're actually protecting it. You're guarding. Like if someone wants to say it's not important that you read the Old Testament, you would say, oh yes it is. And that would be important. Yeah, I may have a connections problems too, although I think the area I'm driving through, I normally have pretty good service. Yeah, but if someone said something like, oh yeah, you're allowed to steal things, your guarding Torah would be saying, no, the Father's word says thou shalt not steal. So you can't. So guarding and keeping are doing and like protecting, standing up for Torah. So Sukkot is one of the feasts that He requires us to keep, to do. And it's a memorial, it's a recreation of the exodus of the Israelites leaving Egypt. They have to up in R-U-N-N-O-F-T. They have the Passover experience where the angel of death passes over and the Father puts in the hearts of the Egyptians to give the Israelites gold and clothing and so forth. The Lord has trashed all their gods and their culture to show His might. It has nothing to do with the Israelite people being anything. They were slaves. They were, probably at the bottom of the economic and social standing there. But in order to magnify Himself, the Lord just hardens Pharaoh's heart and trashes all of Egypt, which is the powerhouse culture in that area. If you read about that time frame, which is, I think it's around 1177 BC when that happens, the letters that are between peoples and kings, like the king of Samaria and the king of the Philistines, and who else is in there? The Babylonians and so on. They write back and forth to Egypt and to each other, and they use very flowery language, and they say things like, oh, great king, son of the sun, la 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 la, flower, flower, flowery. Please send help, or did you get that gift I sent you? Or your ambassador showed up and we treated him really well, and here's some things I want him to talk to you about, and please let me know if this gets back to you and all that. Oh, hello. Yeah, every time we take a trip, this happens about an hour before we get done. He's got to be in on it. What are you doing, you big goof? Alright, I'm going to try to get him out just because I don't need him in my face. What is it? Come on, get in the back. Get in the back. Get in the back, Hazak. In the back. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Hazak, get in the back. No. Remember Betty Boo? I don't know if she's on. But Betty Boo was doing a thing and her dog hopped up on the table where her camera was. And she called him a goober. Well, this is my goober. He's not listening either, and he normally is pretty good about it. Get in the back. Go on. Go on. Get in the back. He's also wondering why he doesn't get to have his food right now, because they're always about food. What is that? Go get it. In the back. So that whole thing is going on so that Moses can talk to these people who have been in captivity for 400 years and get them to leave Egypt. And this is a big deal because they've been there so long. After 400 years, you're inculcated, y'all. Shalom, shalom, everyone. I probably won't be able to read your comments until after the video because I am driving. Well, if you're coming in right now, what we're talking about is Sukkot, and I'm working my way up to the holiday. Right now we're talking about the Israelites in Egypt, and Moses had that conversation with the Lord when the Lord indicates to him, hey, you're going to be my prophet, you're going to be my voice, you're going to go down into Egypt, you're going to talk to my people, and tell them that I'm coming to rescue them. And Moses kind of, what are you talking about, Lord? I'm very slow of speech. Your people don't know me. Why would they listen to me? Why would they follow me? And the Lord says, what he says. He says, they're gonna follow you. You tell them I am coming home from the store, Okie Storm Chaser, to get my meds yesterday. My wife got out to get Turnarita into the car and ended up perched all the way on my injured leg. I screamed. He panicked. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. Oh, you must be talking about your dog, probably. Stepped on your injured foot. I get it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Moses talks to the Lord. The Lord says, you're going to do this thing for me. Tell them I am, because his people would know his name if he's Yahweh. They're going to know him. And he gives him Aaron, his brother, to actually do a lot of his speaking for him because he's a slow talker. And so they go in, they do their thing, and now they're leaving. And while they were in Egypt, it sounds like, because of some of the conversations that they have after they cross the Red Sea and the water, parts and everything, it sounds like the Israelites were not doing all the things that they are used to doing as Israelites, like having altars and offering sacrifices to Yah and being able to keep his feasts. Because I'm fairly certain when they come out, one of the reasons they give Pharaoh for leaving is so that they can go out in the desert and perform a service to Yahweh, which winds up being Sukkot. So they're not long out of Egypt, and they have to stay in temporary dwellings. They have tents, and they have all their possessions with them. And I think they're maybe, and read it yourself, you guys. Go read the stories yourself so you can get these little details, because I've read it several times, but I don't have every fact memorized. I think they're only out of Egypt a few days, and they have Sukkot. And it makes sense, sort of historically, because it's a festival, it's a harvest, end of the season festival. It is the end. It's not like December in the dead of the year when nothing grows and it's cold and so on. But it's definitely at the end of the growing season. And so you celebrate like a harvest. And something I haven't said in the latest videos is it's also like the bridegroom and the bride. It's that wedding feast where Yeshua comes for his bride and you have a wedding feast, and then if you're not prepared and you don't have your oil and you have not readied yourself to be a bride of Christ, the doors are shut and you don't get to go into that feast. And so it's a serious matter in that way, but it's also meant to be, hey, he's here, the bridegroom's here, let's have that feast, let's rejoice at Yeshua's coming. And it's kind of that. And it also rolls into, I think, culturally, camping in the fall. A lot of camping tradition of going in the fall is probably based in that biblical holiday, and people didn't even realize that. All right, so we're going to have to stop. Probably what I will do is get back online after we stop and continue the conversation. So just hang in there and you guys can join me again when I get back online. All right, we'll turn that off.